Hey guys, how are you? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to my channel. And today I would like to discuss the true meaning of the word friend. And I feel like we use that word so loosely. We just call anyone that we hang out with or that we know, like from school, college, or whatever. We just call everybody our friends. And I feel like there are certain characteristics and there are certain ways that people treat us that allows us to give them the title of friend because they deserve it, if that makes sense. So years ago I saw this post on Facebook, and I forgot the name of the page whose post it was, but it spelled out the word friends, and with each letter of that word, it gave the definition of the word friend. So the F was for a friend fights for you. The R is a friend respects you. I, the person includes you. E, the person encourages you. N, the person needs you. D, the person deserves you. And S, the person stands by you. So I feel like whenever we think of that word and all the initials associated with the definition of a friend, and if someone pops into your mind, that could be, I don't know, someone who's related to you, like a sibling, a brother or a sister, or your mother, your father, your aunt, uncle, your children, especially if you have grown children, like adult children, like your daughter, your son, or even someone that's not related to you. For example, your colleague, a neighbor, or someone that from college or school, or even church or wherever. If you think of the word friend and how it was described on Facebook, the word friend, and that particular person pops into your mind, whether that person is related to you or not, that is actually your friend. I know society teaches us that your friend cannot be someone who's related to you. Your friend cannot be, especially not your parents, or even yourself as your friend, your own best friend first, or even your God, the creator, could be your best friend as well. Basically, someone that you can talk to about anything, someone that not only can you talk to about anything, but someone who's there to listen to what you have to say, and even someone who gives you great advice. And even it could be the weirdest topic on your mind, or something that you saw on the news, or something that you found out about the world, about this life, or even, for example, like conspiracy theories or the end times. And you can talk to this person about anything, and this person is there to listen to you and to give feedback. And if you have someone like that in your life, that is actually your friend. Espe- Excuse me. Especially if especially if you find yourself in some sort of difficulty, especially financially. And let's just say, for example, you missed your flight coming back home from a vacation or a holiday somewhere, and you didn't have money to pay for tickets for the next flight, which would be like in the next hour or so. And the first people that you call, that you consider your friends, if they give you this money without question, so that you can come back home, whether they want you to pay them back or not, that is your friend. Whether that person that bailed you out was a parent or a godmother, a godfather, a cousin, a childhood friend, or whatever, that is the definition of a friend. Or even, let's just say, for example, you were in some sort of debt, like you owed money to someone, and the person that you called was able to lend you that money without question. That is your friend. Not that we use people like this, or that's the only definition of a friend, to bail you out and stuff like that. But a true friend is someone that's there for you when times are good, and when times, especially when times are bad. You will find out who is truly there for you and who truly deserves to be called your friend when times are tough. And I feel like if people really took the time to reevaluate their lives, especially their circles, they would find that they only probably have a handful of people. They can count on one hand people who are actually my friends. And surprisingly enough, it could just be your immediate family or other blood relatives that fit the description. Because you could have all these followers on social media, you could be popular in your real life, in your personal life, amongst your peers, but and you could have even a gazillion contacts in your phone. But if you really needed someone to talk to or someone to help you out in a way, and none of these people show up for you, then that's not really your friend. And I truly believe that if society was really honest with themselves, they'll find that their circle is actually very small. Like their circle is not even a circle, it's a line, just them and someone else basically. And that's not a bad thing, you know? It's so easy to stick with the people in our lives that deep down inside are fake, and they're not trustworthy at all, or that they talk about you behind your back, or they don't include you, especially regarding what they like to do on the weekend. You always find out from somewhere else or from someone else, or when they post on social media, you find out that they went to this place without you. I feel like it would be easier to cut these people off if we were to realize that we are our own best friends first. And the more you love yourself in that way, and you begin to hang out with yourself, whether it's in the house or outside the house, the more time you spend with yourself, genuinely doing the activities and the things that you like to do, it would be much easier. It would be much easier to slowly and eventually cut people off who don't deserve a spot in your life. And usually with fake friends, if you don't talk to them, they won't talk to you. So when you have friends like that, it's easy to cut them off without even having to say anything. But I just wanted to encourage people who may feel like you do have friends, but you're lonely. It could be that because deep down inside, these people are not your friends. And for people who feel like, if I stop hanging out with these people, or if I cut these people off, I will be all alone, or it will just be one or two people left in my circle, or it will just be family members left in my circle. But the thing about life is, when you start making good and positive decisions for yourself, that goodness and positivity will come back to you. I think I said it before in one of my previous videos that what you put in is what you will get out. And what I've learned about life is that you naturally attract who you are, whether that is platonically, like friendship wise, or romantically. You you naturally attract the kind of person that you are, especially certain characteristics and qualities and values and belief systems as well. And whether you're at work or school or college, or you go to a certain event or you do a certain activity, when you show up loving yourself and being positive about life and about who you are, you will naturally attract these people into your life without you having to force it, without you having to try really. And it will happen in the perfect time, especially when we have zero to low expectations about making friends and stuff like that. I feel like what is meant to be, what is meant for us, will be for us. And as long as you have yourself as your own best friend, and the people who actually are trustworthy enough to be called your friends, if you have those people in your life, you actually have more than what you think. You're actually more blessed than what you think, even if you are your own best friend, your only best friend in a way. You're more blessed than you think, because a lot of people, not only do they not like their own company, like to be alone with their own thoughts, but they don't even like themselves. They don't even like who they are. They don't love themselves. So if you work on having that great relationship with yourself, making yourself your own best friend, it will be so easy to make friends wherever you go naturally, because your aura or your vibrations, your energy is pure and is positive, it's good. So when you have a personality like that, an aura like that, you will attract what you want eventually, naturally, if that makes sense. And another thing is that sometimes you're able to tell if this person is a good friend or not based on how you feel after you've spent time with this person. Like, for example, excuse me, for example, if you went to a certain person's house to hang out with them and you came back home, if you feel drained, like all the energy was sucked out of you from hanging out with this person, then chances are that person is not a good person to be around. But if you leave that person's house, or if you leave that person's company just feeling positive about yourself, feeling good and energized, and like you didn't waste your time with this person, then that means that's the right person to hang out with. So I just wanted to encourage those of you who feel like you're surrounded by fake people, you're surrounded by people who don't understand you, who don't want to listen to what you have to say, especially if it's a core value of yours, or if it's a certain topic about life that means something to you. And whenever you bring it up, they just laugh at you or mock you, or they're just not interested in the conversation. If you're surrounded by people like that, or you're working on finding better friends, finding yourself first, especially, well, I just hope that you reevaluate your circle in the ways that I mentioned previously. So that's it for now, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and stay high vibes at all times, meaning stay positive at all times, because it goes a long way. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.